Big fan. When Sophia was in her Birth to 3 program, the Children's Therapy Center of Kent put Sophia in her first Easy system. And we had that for a full 3 years. And at the point where she started growing out of it, I knew that Thomashilfen was the company we wanted to stick with. The product had been extremely durable, comfortable for Sophia. So just at the time I started looking at putting her into the new size up, it crossed my mind that I wanted her to try the product first. So I called the local Seattle store and they said, well, it's not really a showroom per se, but you're more than welcome to come down and look at the product. So I went down and with the intention of looking at the chair, actually got a little sidetracked and found a great car seat for Sophia in the process of looking for her stroller system. Sophia will be moving into the Thevo Twist size 2. I was really surprised actually that system worked so well for her. She's a child who doesn't sit on her own. She's just learning to hold her head up. But when we put her in that chair, she was calm, cool, and collected, if you will. And she activated some of the torso muscles that I don't see her use very often. And her head was actually very stable on her spine. So both the physical therapist that she's currently working with and myself agreed that that was going to be the new stroller system for Sophia. The car seat that we ended up with is the Recaro Reha. And one night I was thinking through the next phase of Sophia's life, and with a kiddo with disabilities, there's always something next on the plate to prepare for so that our world and my world is ready for her and what she's capable of doing. And my biggest concern was, how am I going to go as a single mom? How am I going to go from a van, which works very well for her now as a toddler getting lifted into, how am I going to start lifting the 40, 45 pounds up and over that car seat? I wasn't in a position to be able to retrofit my van or purchase a brand new van with a ramp. So I started doing some research, and without looking at Thomashilfen first, I literally stumbled upon this car seat, and then of course wasn't surprised at all when I saw it was a Thomashilfen product. The big selling point of her car seat is it has a turning plate that it sits on. So I can actually lift her straight out of her eases and then just go straight into the car, strap her in, and then turn her. And that's going to save my back a good few years of wear and tear. And that really was a perfect bridge between having to have a van that was retrofitted and probably wearing my back out before she needed the van. So Sophia has a moderate hearing loss. And so for me to be able to, or for her to be able to enjoy music when we're driving down the road, I would have to turn up the volume so high that it wasn't safe because I couldn't hear her. I need to be able to hear her breathing and how she's doing. But this new car seat has a speaker system in the little side head support area, and we just plug her little iPod in, and she just absolutely loves the music. It's perfect for her hearing loss because it's pretty close proximity to her ears. She can hear the music clearly, but it's not obscuring my ability to hear how she's doing. And she really comes to life. There was a day that I really didn't like putting her in the car because I felt that it was a waste of developmental time for her. Because she doesn't know how to entertain herself, but with the music and the books on tape that we put into her iPod, I don't feel that way anymore. She sits up nice and tall so she can hear really close to her ears the music, and it keeps her entertained, and it's developmental time that I don't want to be missing out on with Sophia. We're moving into a twist. Many reasons I'm excited about it. Number one, she is far more active and stable in that system. She holds her head really midline, whereas before she was always facing to the left. She is activating her torso for sure, her muscles in her core, and sitting up with much better posture than she is in the old system that she was growing out of. I'm not sure that she would have been ready for this system when she was 2, but it just met her right at the perfect time in her developmental process to be just the right thing for her. It's just really super simple. I would say it probably takes us 2 minutes to load the van and be driving out the door. It's 2 minutes from beginning to end, so it's freedom for us. One of the other wonderful things about the Thevo Twist is that it does come with an optional high-low base, and Sophia goes to a typical preschool and she interacts with typical kids. And right now we have to hold her into a small chair next to the floor when the kids are doing circle time, and that's not really pure interaction because she's not being independent. And the wonderful thing about the new Thevo Twist is we'll be able to pop the chair off the stroller chassis, put it right onto the high-low base, bring her into the classroom, and even the students would be able to activate the high-low portion of it so that if they want Sophia to join them where they're playing, they'll be able to, it's so simple to use, they would actually be able to adjust that and get her eye level with them as they're playing. So it really will open up her social interaction with the other kids at school quite a bit.